Robin.
Chris Lee is giving his little retirement statement, his resignment statement.
He was the shirtless guy?
Yeah.
Congressman?
Like, I got to work on things.
Blah, blah, blah,
Sorry
blah,
to
blah.
my constituency and my wife and family.
He doesn't have to work on anything. That's what he wants to do.
That's absolutely what he wants to do.
Why do you have to fake it in the media and go, I got things to work on?
Yeah.
No, that's what you want to do, so go do it.
You were working, all right.
He was working it. Flexing that bicep.
Working them biceps, yeah.
Every time you look up, it's on another TV screen.
Yeah, that's the big story. And let me tell you.
Do you like the Eskimo coat that the women are wearing?
Are they wearing it? Some of them look cute in it.
Some. It's big this winter, right?
You can't be big in it, or else you look like a real Eskimo. You know,
Right.
You want to look like nice.
I'm talking about the one where the hood goes up and then it's very how do you call it? Like furry, but
around
long furry.
Yeah,
around the rim of the
around
hood.
the face. Those used to be snorkel jackets.
I'm seeing that coat all over New York.
Remember in the 70s, Opie? Do you remember the 70s at all in your elementary school days?
I was in kindergarten.
Well, yeah, something like that.
75 it was. Anyway.
Snorkel jackets were huge. They were the cheapest jacket. I remember
because they were easy to make and cheap, right?
Yeah, real cheap. And I never had one because I hated them. And I noticed a lot of the ethnic and financially destitute children had them at school.
Fuck, I should have had one.
And I never, although it was put a different way in my house. And I think my brother wanted one or something, and he asked my mother to get one, and my mother said no. And then she threw a horrible word out there. She said they wear those, and my son isn't going to wear those. Same thing with PF Flyers. I wanted the PF Flyer high top black sneakers. And she goes, "You're not going to go to school looking like a." And then that word came out.
Oh boy!
Maybe, perhaps that's why I embrace it so these days. I was taught at home. It's just I'm perpetuating.
I learned it from you. Okay.
The hatred. Yeah, fantastic. My old days of just hearing that word every day. I heard that word.
I don't remember my winter coat. So I'm starting to think I never had a winter coat.
Oh, is that it?
Yes.
You sure it wasn't just passed down?
I don't know, man.
Hand-me-downs?
I have no memory of a winter coat when I was growing up. Yeah.
So
do you remember?
Do you have memories of being really cold?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe you didn't have a winter coat.
Yeah, I remember wearing Wonder Bread bags in between my shoes and my socks.
It's Gore-Tex.
Did you do that trick? Seinfeld. Did you do that trick?
What?
The Wonder Bread bags?
I only used the Wonder Bread bags. Yeah, I used those.
I forgot how we did. I think you put your bare foot in the Wonder Bread bag.
No, you had to do the
then
sock.
Then the sock.
When did you guys do that?
And then the shoe.
You had to do sock first, then Wonder Bread, then another sock.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the combo.
Then the boot.
I remember we did it, though.
Yeah.
To keep your feet dry?
Dude, we didn't have like fucking winter boots. We had sneakers or whatever, man. We didn't have.
And then I sprayed skeeter pellant on it so I would get out of school. But the teacher told me if he ever catches me spraying my feet with skeeter repellent.
We didn't. Yeah, we didn't have a lot of footwear. We had one pair of shoes that had to get us through the year.
It had to go around. Like,
I
can't go out because my brother's wearing the shoes today.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't remember having more than one footwear. So then you had accessories for it.
Wow.
Wonder Bread bags in the winter to keep things dry as you're running around.
Yeah, I used to do that because you'd wear those boots that had the little clips on them and stuff. Remember like fireman boots?
Right.
You know, the boots that like had 8 clips on them, and they never were really waterproof. So when you went sledding and whatnot, you needed the Wonder Bread shit on
What did you use for sledding? Because we didn't have sleds either.
We had the sled and a toboggan.
You did.
But sometimes we had an air conditioning and heating guy as our landlord, and he put this huge garage in our backyard where he stored all of the ductwork and everything. So sometimes we just take some sheet metal.
Yeah,
and roll up one edge and
I know we went way better.
Almost decapitate yourself.
We had a pretty big hill in the back of our house, and we were always remodeling.
Was it cemented?
No, thank God, no. And we were always remodeling because they were always bringing in kids, having kids, so the house always had to be extended. So there was always supplies around. And my brother Scott, I believe, realized, fuck, we could take paneling.
Paneling?
One big sheet, though.
Oh,
we didn't even
good.
cut it down into
like,
small sleds.
Goddamn.
And then we got to the top of the hill, and we all would jump on this thing.
It's like 8x6?
Like 4 or 5 of us at a
Yeah.
time would all jump on at the same
Nice.
fucking time and see who would be the last one on it. And then we finally figured out, if you drill a little hole and get a little rope, then you
got to pull up.
Because
it would
what would
dig
happen,
in.
it would dig in and fuck
Yeah.
up your ride.
Yeah.
So then we finally realized, okay, we could get a little rope or something and make a makeshift huge fucking toboggan sled thing.
Garbage pail lids, too.
Oh,
Worked,
yeah. I forgot about that until right
as a
now.
little kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little garbage pail lid. That was fun.
And I think they did buy us some sleds. I think we did have them. But then the paneling was way fucking cooler.
It was. It worked really well when in the oldie days when it would snow and then you'd get the ice storm that put that coating of ice over the snow.
Right.
And you would go 1,000 miles an hour down a hill.
Oh, yeah.
It was frightening.
Where was your Dead Man Hill?
We had it in
Every
the woods.
neighborhood had a Dead Man's Hill.
It was in the woods next to my house in East Northport, and it was crazy because it was a big hill with a trail that you would toboggan down or sled down, and then it just ended in a shitload of trees. Mm-hmm. So you had to either stop or try to avoid the trees at the bottom of the run.
We had some rough stops at the end of our hill too.
There were kids though that would toboggan and sled into main roads.
Oh yeah, remember that?
You'd have to try to stop before you zipped across a highway.
But every once in a while, you would catch that last bit of ice at the bottom.
A little rough. You're trying to hit the curb on the street.
Yeah.
Sparks coming off your sled.
Fuck, I forgot about that. All right. We got to talk about this Little League coach. Jesus Christ.
Why?
Oh, Uncle
Paul.
He knew all the basics.
You wanna? Where did he slip up, Uncle Paul?
Shouldn't have kept all the videotapes where the police would find him.
Yeah, this guy was.
I told Anthony, this guy left
was a
his
dirty
house.
boy.
He just left his house for the last time. He'll never see his house again.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about a kid toucher. He was a Little League coach. The kids trusted him. It's the same old fucking gag.
Yeah.
You know, when my kid gets older and if he trusts an adult, I'm going over there and punching him in the face because I know he's doing something.
Something's happening.
Or trying to do something. Fuck that trusting adult shit.
Well, make sure at least the Little League coach is married. Like if he's married.
I don't know.
All the
That's
signs
even
were there.
creepy.
The neighbors are saying, "Oh, he had the house where all the kids want to hang out."
And they'd be there at night. Sometimes they were saying.
Right.
And this guy.
What's the story, Anthony? So we have.
Oh God, he was a dirty birdie. This guy.
He was touching a bunch of kids, at least 6 or something.
Yeah, at least 6.
Where's my story? So
He would have poker games over his house, and the loser of the poker game would have to do sex acts on the other boys while he videotaped it.
Right.
And boy, that'll make you clinch your asshole shut when the flop comes out, or when you're dealt a 7-deuce offsuit. The kid's just going like, "Oh fuck." Oh, damn it. Oh, God. Yeah, please, no king on the river. Please, no king on the river. Oh, God.
What's a king on the river?
If a king comes out as the last card.
Why don't you want a king
And,
on the river? What if you have 2 kings and you get 3 kings in a river?
Well,
Bing.
maybe.
Obviously, if you're yelling, "Please, no king on the
Yeah.
river," you don't have any kings.
Oh, someone else
in the
has a
pot.
king?
Someone else
Yeah.
could have a pair of kings. You got a pair of aces. And then you're sitting there going, "Oh, I win," right up to the last card. And then a king comes out, and you're
And
like,
fuck. That could be bad for me.
Damn it.
Queens Little League coach David Hartshorn
What?
charged with molesting teenage boys on his team.
Oh, dear.
A sicko Little League coach once declared, of course he was, coach of the year. All the signs.
Coach of the year.
Fucking hit the bell for all the signs, Anthony, please.
Oh.
Coach of the year, bing.
Yeah, where's my little bell?
Repeatedly molested 3 teen boys on his team. Prosecutors charged Wednesday. Prosecutors said David pointed to a depraved kiddie porn film playing on his TV and told one 13-year-old victim, "I'm going to do that to you."
Oh, my God. This guy, how did he get such power over them? It
I don't
looked like
know.
this was done in the community.
What do you think it was? Because he's got to get their trust, and he's got to have a little power. So maybe a little booze.
Yeah, you
Little
could
booze.
fly him with some Jesus juice as one.
And maybe
pedo.
maybe
put
the
it.
latest video games.
Video games always good.
Yeah,
Little poker.
little booze. I'm thinking
Maybe some.
place to hang
Yeah,
where the parents aren't going to be in the way.
that's what it was. Because
There's
like I
probably
said,
a lot
the
of
neighbors
downtime between the kid touching where it might have been a really cool place
just
to be.
kind of hanging out. It's like it's kind of cool to hang. But
The neighbor said they would be outside running around playing basketball. So the downtime must have been terrific.
This rules until I got to suck a cock. Yeah,
But he's frothing the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
Because he doesn't want downtime ever. But he knows the downtime's important to this whole situation.
Yeah, this guy couldn't take it though.
Hartshorn 52 once Coach of the Year. They said that already. Molested the boys and even filmed them having sex like he was directing a child porn. This fucking guy's a fucking
Print. Perfect.
douchebag, loser.
Well, yeah, let's not judge. He's a good coach.
3 victims were ages 13 and 14, and the attacks took place between July 2009 and late last month.
This guy's in big trouble.
Like I
What,
said
well,
to
what was-
Anthony, he
what was
left
the-
his house for the last time. He'll never see his house again.
What was the record?
Of what?
His ball team. Did he do good?
He did pretty
good,
well.
Good coach.
Yeah, coach of the year. You know?
Coach of the year.
That means he got a few trophies.
Come on.
And of course, the trophies probably played into this.
Oh, yeah.
The defendant is accused of taking advantage of his position as Little League baseball coach to sexually abuse the young boys. The consequences of his alleged actions for the victims are profound.
Oh boy.
This is some bad shit, boys. In one shocking allegation, Hartshorn is accused of having 6 boys play a twisted game of poker at his home on different days last August. The loser of the card game was forced to perform a sex act on another boy.
Whoa.
As Hartshorn filmed it.
How can you think you're going to get away with that?
Yeah.
I told Anthony because he broke down in court. We discussed this for about 20 minutes before the show.
Yeah, the guy collapsed in
Yeah,
court.
I know. I read
into
it. I'm
the
not feeling
arms of
too
the
well.
bailiff.
And
Yeah.
I think he collapsed out of relief because I was telling Anthony, if you're doing this sick shit, how do you sleep at night? You know eventually you got to get caught because you're hoping that 6 kids and possibly their friends are never going to say anything.
Yeah.
So you're laying in bed every night going, oh, my God, is tonight the night that, I'm going to hear the fucking knock at the door? He was probably
players-
relieved.
I don't know if that's relief or oh my God, my life has just stopped. They got everything.
Oh, yeah. We'll
Yeah.
get to
They
that.
got his computer. Oh God, is he fucking in deep? He's in Dutch. He's
In
doing 6 months
Dutch.
at least.
Twisted game of poker. He filmed it. The crimes came to light when one of the boys told his mother.
Of course.
Eventually, that's what happens.
They rat out to their parents, and that's it.
This type of ratting out, of course. But when when your friend is banging the French teacher,
Right.
keep it to yourself.
Yeah, don't say anything.
Keep it under your hat.
Don't go tell your mommy. Because that was our dream growing up, wasn't it?
Yep. This is tragic.
They reported the molestation, blah, blah, blah. When police, here we go, raided Hartshorn's home soon after, they found the disgusting videotapes along with a stash of child porn. Right there for the
Wow.
for the detectives. He appeared to faint as the charges were being presented in Queens criminal court.
Yeah, he's in such trouble.
He fell into a court officer's arms, but prosecutors think it may have been a stunt intended to sway the judge. He did not require medical treatment.
This is more tragic than when Lupus came out with bloody baseball pants. The old Buttermaker was giving him the old fucking baseball bat treatment. Try to get him into the game.
Buttermaker had all the signs to be a kid toucher, right? He's giving them beer.
Oh, yeah.
They're hanging out by the pool.
He'd ply him with some alcohol.
They all hung out at his house, right?
Yeah, that's
What the fuck was that about?
Oh, old Tanner Boyle sucking dick after a poker game.
Why do you think what's his name was up in that tree? He didn't want to come down. He didn't want to be touched anymore. What was his name? Hank Aaron, right? Didn't he change his name to Hank Aaron?
Something. Yeah,
The black kid. What was his name in the fucking movie?
Mohammed something.
Mohammed something?
Yeah.
Neighbors said that it was routine to see a number of boys at the home, even at night. So
Oh boy.
the boys would often be playing basketball outside the home. So the downtime, like I was talking about.
Yeah, sounds fun until you got to,
And as a kid, you're
Bend
confused
over.
because you're like, oh, man, look at all the great stuff this guy's giving us.
This is great, but fuck.
Right.
I hate the parts where I get a weenie in my ass.
I think they were practicing poker at home before they had to go to the House of Horror.
Becoming professional.
Right.
It was Ahmad.
Omad, thank you.
Abdul Rahim.
Rahim, thank you. Yeah, he was up in that
Bears.
tree because of Buttermaker.
Right. Oh, damn it. Just fucking dealing the cards and looking and just shaking as you're looking at your hand. Oh, no. Oh, please.
Right.
Well, this guy's done for.
He is in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, and he'll probably get like the fuck beat out of him. In
Oh my
prison.
God, you're fucking trusted with kids. It's like everything.
Kids, and they're black kids.
Yeah.
That is not
Are they
a good,
black kids?
That's not a
Yeah.
good. It looks like it.
Yeah,
Just
it looked
because
like it.
just because the neighbors that were doing their interviews.
The community was being, they were talking about how, all the kids, even my kids went over there. I was like, oh.
Yeah, it looks like it. So,
oh, boy.
you got a guy that was touching black kids going to jail? Oh, boy.
What happened with the guy that we used to know that had
Good luck,
went to
bro.
jail for that? He's out?
Which guy?
You know.
Oh, Pereno?
Oh, yeah, I don't want to say
Oh.
Yeah, it happened.
No, I know. I just
Yeah.
make his life any worse than it already is.
Yeah. Well, please. Why? You want to protect him?
No. You're right.
Yeah.
Is he out?
I don't know.
I think
we lost
I think
touch.
he got out
We lost touch with him years ago.
a couple of years ago or something. Mm-hmm. But
He did some time.
Yeah, you're right. What am I
allegedly,
doing?
he was driving around the D.C. area, picking up inner city children with the promise of PlayStations and taking them back to his abode and just, wow.
I wonder if there's any trouble for that, like in jail.
Oh, I bet. Oh, there's gotta be. Come on. This dumb white guy. Dumb, tall,
Take advantage
dorky,
of
dorky white
inner
guy.
city youths. What do you think happened to him in jail?
yeah.
God. Probably was really not good. How much time did he do? Like 5 years?
Yeah. Well, it must have seemed like a life sentence.
It is amazing though. If you molest kids, how can you only do 5? Like if you molest kids, you should go to jail for the rest of your life.
Really?
Agreed.
Well, slow down there, Jim.
Completely agree.
But you know what I mean? It's like property crimes, armed robbery is 25 years minimum.
Yeah.
I understand why a guy robs a bank. I really, even though it's a terrible crime, but if you rob a bank and don't kill anybody, you're going to do 25 years anyway.
Yeah.
So you might as
But
well
if you
kill
fuck
somebody?
a kid,
So you might as well shoot your way out.
absolutely.
Yeah.
You might as well.
Shoot your way out.
Well,
That's why they have. That's why a lot of times they do go shooting because they know they're going for the rest of their lives.
and why would you ever look at the robber? Fuck that. Would you take a peek when you're on the floor?
No.
I would just look straight down at the floor.
That's
Why would
actually.
you ever look? That's the always the wrong move in every fucking bank robbery
I would.
movie.
I would have to take a peek though.
You would
See
take a peek.
See if his back is turned, and then just blast the back of his head out.
Well, you got a gun.
No, they already checked you for shit, and you're on the floor.
Checked me. Guy ain't checking me for nothing.
I see.
They usually come in and go on the floor. No, most bank robberies are just some guy that goes up
Yeah.
to the window. No one knows the bank's being robbed until he's out.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like the movies.
And why
Like
would why would you be the dummy that pushes the button? It's
The
not
ta-
my money.
on the,
I'm
in
not
the town?
moving.
You see how they robbed that bank in the
Yeah,
town? They
yeah.
just burst through the door
Yeah, it's
and just
great.
start smashing faces and
That's how you got to do it.
yeah.
But why would you be the teller that has to nervously try to go for the button? Fuck that. You're
Yeah.
not paying me enough.
No, fuck that.
I'm not going for the button.
I was in an armed robbery and I did look down. And I told my girlfriend at the time, look down.
Really?
Oh yeah, years ago.
What happened?
I was in McDonald's many years ago in North Brunswick, and the girl I was dating, her name was Tina at the time.
I'm getting chills.
And
Seriously, that just gave me fucking chills.
we're sitting facing. This was McDonald's in North Brunswick, and it faces out. We were sitting at the counter looking out at the parking lot, and Tina and I are sitting. It might be 9 at night. It was late, and I see to the left. There was two entrances, one to the left, and then the front entrance, which is to my right. And I see 3 guys coming in,
Uh-oh.
or 2 guys coming in wearing parkas.
Yeah.
Ski parkas, and it was August, and I immediately knew
Oh, shit.
there was a problem. So the one guy comes in, I forget what he said, but he's got a pistol, and the one guy comes over, he grabs me and my girlfriend, and
Did he say oogly boogly?
yes, he's like, I love it.
You got grabbed by these guys?
Yeah, but not.
How many people were in the
that's funny.
McDonald's?
Not that many, maybe 12. It was late.
But they grabbed you out of everybody?
No. They were just trying to get everybody to the front of the store.
Okay, they were just...
So they grabbed me and Tina. He just corralled us, right.
Right.
But she fell getting up. And he's like, come on. And I was like, they're going to rape her in the back. I was really scared about that.
Oh, man.
So we walk up to the front, and I was holding a couple $100 of her money. This was like, this is probably 1988 or 89. It's before I did stand-up.
Wow.
And I remember the one black woman ran out the front door who worked there. And there was somebody corralling people from the front. So we were all up at the front, and I had my hands up, and I was like, I just told Tina, look down, don't look at him. Do not look at the guy. Look at the floor. Look at the floor. And we could hear the guy in the back screaming, open the safe! Open the safe! He's just screaming. And his pistol I actually saw.
I was shit my pants.
I was nervous. And the guy we were talking, who was out with us, goes, we're not going to hurt you. No one's going to get hurt. But then you get scared, like they're just going to take your girlfriend. They're going to, it's like, it was fucking horrifying.
Holy shit.
I never told that story? Yeah, and we're just standing there looking down
Jimmy
at the
did.
floor. Yeah,
I remember
We're
this.
looking down at the floor.
It's been a bunch of years, but...
Yeah. And, but that was my first instinct, was do not look at them, because you don't want to, you just want to be a piece of the furniture.
Right.
If you just stand there looking down.
You don't want to make that eye contact when the
not a
guy
threat.
goes, oh, fuck, now he could possibly, pick me out of a lineup or something.
Yeah.
Fuck
Did you
that.
feel violated?
Hell, what do you
No,
think?
I almost gave them the money in my pocket, but they didn't rob us. They did not rob the people.
Yeah.
They only robbed the store.
But did you feel like what after it was over? What happened?
I was scared when the cops came. Like, I didn't see anything. I was just so scared because a gun had been waved. It's like, again, now I would just tell them I did tell them what happened, but in that moment you're in shock. You just had a gun pointed at you.
Whoa.
It's scary. It's fucking scary.
Fucked up.
But violated. Hard to say, because they didn't rob me. Like, the guy didn't. Even the guy who she just happened to fall when he was corralling
Yeah,
us
he didn't
up.
rob you, but they made you do something that you
they
did
scared
not
us.
want to do.
They scared us a lot, but it was a pure store robbery in the sense that even the guy who was out with us, he was robbing the store, but he wasn't abusive to us. He wasn't shitty to us. You know what I mean? I knew it. Like, there was nothing personal with us. We were just window dressing. Just stay here and shut the fuck up, and everything's fine. This has nothing to do with you. And it
That'd be
didn't.
great if your chick was like, "Why don't you people get a job?"
Great.
I would have raped her.
Great, right.
But that is what I was scared of, is that they were going to grab her on the way out the door. It's like,
And
you
just
never
go
know.
like, let's take this.
And then the relief when they were gone.
Tremendous relief.
course.
But they ran right out. But hearing that guy yell in the back, he's going to kill that guy. That's got to be very scary when you're being forced to open a safe.
Open the safe, motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't remember what he was yelling, but he was really fucking yelling.
I would forget the combination.
Oh, dude.
It would just leave my mind.
Boy, that really is one of those things where it's like,
Don't fuck it up.
Yeah, it was very, 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 very scary. But again, there was
like
three
Hamilton,
guys.
like Hamilton trying to open the safe. Open the fucking safe, hey motherfucker!
You don't know how many
Throw
had
coffee in
guns.
his face.
Even if I had a gun, I don't know if I would have pulled it, because
Yeah, when you got more people,
there was
than
three
one,
guys.
That's
And
rough.
It was like, what are you going to do? Blast them all and risk getting other people shot? That would have been a tough call.
Yeah, that's one of those calls where it's like,
Just stand here and
just be prepared, but don't do anything. Yeah,
Right.
that's a situation where you gotta roll with them.
because there was a guy in the back who would have been shot.
If you start hearing gunfire,
That's different.
Then you got to start, self-preservation mode. But yeah, you can't endanger. There's not a situation if you're legally allowed to carry a gun concealed. It doesn't mean every time something happens you pull it out and start fucking shooting, because you could definitely fuck the situation
Or
up.
you can get yourself killed, because there was a guy behind us, and the guy, it was like, they weren't all in your sight line. That's
yeah.
what was.
They're
But they were literally those guys were just watching the doors. They wanted to get out of there too.
right.
Wow, how long did it take for the cops to show up after?
A couple of minutes. I mean, the North Brunswick Police Department was literally a half mile down the street.
Wow.
Those guys are probably from New Brunswick, from the projects, or from Franklin, which was not
Yeah.
that far. But
Were they African American gentlemen?
they're black guys. Yeah, they definitely were.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's what I didn't say that when they rock. I thought I said that they would run in. There were three
I
there were
just
black
assumed.
guys.
They ever
with the
catch him?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I mean, that's so many years ago. I don't know.
Wow. Well, that's fucking harrowing.
Yeah, that was fucking scary.
All right, here we go. Brendan in South Carolina. Brendan.
Morning, boys.
Hey, good morning.
Good. Similar story to Jimmy. I was actually my first sales job and walked into a bank. I hadn't made a deposit because I was bartending on the weekends to get some extra cash. I probably had $1,500, $2,000, and was making a deposit into the bank and kind of chatting up the teller, and had an kind of elbow leaning up on the counter, looked left and saw this guy walking into the bank, and I was like, wow, he's dressed oddly warm for July. and he propped the door open with a little footstep thing, and walked right in with a ski mask, handed a note right over the counter with gloves on. I realized what's happening and kind of put my hands right on the counter where I could see. He was a little bit shorter than I. He showed the butt of his gun in his waistband, and 30 seconds later, he was walking out of the bank with a bag full of cash.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Just fucking, don't get involved with it,
No.
especially if they're
You're gonna
fucking
get yourself killed.
Most times, I'm sure there's those sociopaths who want to hurt somebody,
Yeah.
but I really think most people just doing a store robbery like that with a lot of people in it or a bank just want to get the fuck out.
It's also the late night ones where a store's closing up and the employees are there. That's a dangerous situation because a lot of times they're just like, well, we got to do is kill these motherfuckers and no witnesses.
More importantly, did you get to eat your Happy Meal?
I don't remember. I said, don't take my McNuggets, you black son of a bitch. I really white guided up on him.
Or you just throw a McNugget at the back of his head.
Here, eat this, chicken lover. Things you can do that will get you shot. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Let's say hi to Scrambler in Chicago. Scrambler.
Morning, boys.
Hey, man.
Yesterday, my uncle was, two gentlemen rang his doorbell, dressed in snowmobile gear, the coats, the bibs, and ski masks, and asked if he had any gas. Their snowmobile ran out.
Oh, yeah, you tweeted this last night, right?
Yeah.
I read that one.
And I talked to him. He called me before surgery. I talked to him real quick, and I talked to him right after he got out of surgery yesterday. And so he said, here, the shed's over there. Help yourself to some gas. And then one was black, one was white. He could tell through the match. And so then they rang the doorbell a little bit later, and they got into, I don't know what happened to lead to the tussle, but he said he, kind of got into it with one of them because he knew that something was going to happen. And then he got, one of them hit him over the head with the gun. And they shot him in one shot in each of his inner thighs, and they missed everything, no arteries or anything like that. One went in and out, and the other one was lodged in. And so he had to go to surgery. Obviously when they left, he called 911. He crawled upstairs, grabbed his 380, crawled back downstairs, and waited for the police to get there. And he was 4 hours later, he came out of surgery and talking to me on the phone. He wasn't. Seemed like he was all right for a guy who just got shot twice.
Jesus Christ!
That does make Anthony look less nuts for having his gun on him, though, because your uncle had a gun. I mean, it's like you do have to have it on you, I guess, because people don't wait for you to run upstairs.
I don't answer the door without one. Like if I see somebody knocking on my door and stuff, I'm like, who the fuck is this? All right, but then I smile and open the door. Hi, how are you? What do you need? What do you want?
I do that too. I make, if somebody's coming like a service guy or something, I always make sure I got it on the hip, and I open it, and that's the first thing they see. But I don't, you don't talk about it, but you make sure that the first thing they see is the grips hanging out of your waistband or sticking out of your holster, and
just let them know. No shenanigans.
See, what you ought to do is you got to be subtle about when you go, hi, sorry for the delay. I was just buffing my bullets.
Buffing your bullets?
Yes, whatever it is gun people do. I don't know. Do you ever buff bullets? I was washing my gun. I was washing the bullets.
You don't wash your gun.
No?
No.
How about you say, sorry, I had my bullets on tumble dry. I was removing them and putting them in my gun.
Well, we're glad he's doing well there,
sir.
That's a hell of a story you got, Scrambler.
Yeah, exactly.
People are just brazen. Those home invasions.
And, Wisconsin, the only other state besides Illinois that doesn't have a legal carry law. They do have a loophole where you can open carry, but you can't have it on you in your car or in restaurants or shit, so it's kind of worthless. But it is the only other state besides Illinois, no concealed carry law.
Wow.
All right.
That's something.
There you go.
Damn.
All right, sir.
Have a good morning, boys.
You
Goodbye,
too, Scrambler.
mister.
Let's go to Nate in Delaware. Nate.
Hey, morning, boys.
Morning, Nate.
When I was in college, I got a phone call, and I got a call from my dad saying my mom was robbed at gunpoint while manning their car lot, family-owned business. She was 40, 9 months pregnant, and as a black gentleman, he came in, showed her the gun, asked her to get on her knees, tied her up, and my mom just said, "Please don't kill me. I'm pregnant." And he said, "I'm not going to hurt you, ma'am." He stole a car, $100 in cash, dumped the car about 5 miles down the road, and they never found him.
Your mom got very lucky.
Wow.
When you said he pulled her on her knees, I was like, this story's about to get great.
Like, oh, great. Oh,
my God.
Yeah, she laughs about it now. You know, she tells the story, and she had no fear. It was amazing.
God.
Probably look at life differently, right?
I bet she thought she was getting her fucking back of the head.
Let's say hi to Robert in Wisconsin. Robert.
Hey there, Bab.
A couple more of these, and we'll move on. What's up, Robert?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Yeah, when I was 19, I was a manager at Wendy's, and this 2 guys came in with shotguns with ski masks on. I thought they were just my friends fucking with me, so I kept pushing the shotgun away until he smashed me in the face.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, fuck, this is real. And then they took me back, and I'm trying to open the safe while the fucking blood coming down my face and shit. I'm like, oh, man, I was all fucked up.
Why would you assume it's your friend?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You never.
Oh, you silly
with you?
gooses.
I didn't think it was real. I was just too young and stupid, and I was just like, I don't know. It just didn't seem real to me.
It would be a great prank to pull on your friends if you knew no one else was around, but
Yeah, exactly.
fuck.
Just a cop comes in and blows your head off.
Yeah, exactly.
Just standing there with a gun. Wow.
All right, guys.
All right, man. Let's say hi to Charlie in Staten Island. He's retired NYPD. What's up, Charlie?
Charlie.
Yeah, Opie, on the silent alarm, they got a delay on the button. It's like 3 or 5 minutes, so that gives the time for the robber to get out, so there's no hostages taken.
Wow, look at that.
Do they really do that?
Yeah, there's a delay.
That's a long 5 minutes for everybody.
I know.
Yeah.
What if they're abusing people and hurting them?
I don't know, but I guess they don't want a hostage situation, kind of like
Dog Day Afternoon, right. Okay, that makes sense.
Logically, I guess it makes sense unless you're in that situation, because you would hope
Yeah, then
someone
you're
comes
like-
immediately if you push that button.
Yeah, you need help immediately.
But why, Charlie? I got to call you out on this.
Okay.
All right, so there's a delay because they don't want a hostage situation, but why wouldn't there be no delay, but the NYPD allows 5 minutes?
Ah.
You know what I mean?
well-
So you know exactly when the button was pushed.
No, it goes through the system somehow. When they push the button, it goes automatically. But the delay is on NYPD's end, the dispatch end of it.
Oh. Boy, that seems like it could be a lawsuit.
Yeah, I think that they probably wait out. I bet you they wait 5 minutes before they enter the bank. Because they probably walk. You could probably walk outside and the cops are waiting for you. I don't see a 5 minute delay. What if they're murdering people? What if they're in there spray painting graffiti or whatever they do? Guy who just goes off point.
Jimmy, I don't know why they do it, but I know that it's...
What if they're in there
No, I
turning
believe
the
it,
chairs upside down and throwing the pens all over? Then what happens? And ripping the calendars up.
Putting the deposit slips where the withdrawal slips go.
Yeah, what if they're doing that using all the ink in the pens? Then what do we do? Go ahead, your turn.
See you later.
All right, Charlie. He's had it with us.
Yeah, just
Oh, a little beep, beep, beep.
But don't be the person trying to push the button.
no.
Don't do that.
No heroes.
No heroes, because the company doesn't care in the end. They're not going to give you a big fucking bonus if you survive the bank robbery and save them money.
I would be a hero, and I would stand up and I would tell them, "I'm not standing for this," and I would point to the table. I'm a hero.
You think that would cause problems?
For my teeth, yes. One fucking gun butt to the gums.
That must have been something just seeing young Jimmy Norton with his head down. Huh? Don't look at him. Don't look at him. Were you able to communicate anything to your chick while this was going on?
Yeah,
Or
we
did
were
you
standing.
just-
Actually, I just quiet. I was like, just look down. Do not look up at them. Don't look.
What'd you say, motherfucker?
I said.
What'd you say?
I said, what do we expect from you people? This is what we expect. This is why gentrification. And it was on a long 45-minute discussion about gentrification.
The debate. I'm not going to debate you, Jimmy. This isn't a debate.
What's that from?
That Fargo.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, that's okay.
We got Macy coming in next week
I can't
for
wait.
Shameless.
Oh, what day?
Great show on Showtime, right?
Yeah.
What day? I think it's the 18th.
You're darn tootin'.
A week from tomorrow, he'll be in.
We're pretty busy, but that's the way we like it.
He better want to talk about Fargo as well.
Oh, yeah. You got it.
Better. One more robbery stories? You want to take a little break?
Boogie nights.
Hey, do we have an Oscar moment today?
It'll be my boogie nights.
Yeah.
Weekends. We can have one. I know there's one ready to do.
Is it this one or a new one?
Let me see. Let me see what that is.
Well, this is the Inception one.
No. There's
a new Oscar moment?
Yeah.
If you got that? E-Rock, if you got it, we
I
go.
don't think he has
You don't have what?
You should have it. I could swear that it was on discs for you.
What?
Who is this bitch?
Let me see.
I got Carl from An Idiot Abroad. This is the Inception one.
Yeah.
I love how we do the house cleaning right in front of everyone.
Yeah,
I don't have it.
When we come back, we should discuss Al Roker.
Oh, yeah.
I hear it.
Robin,